going on, guys? I'm Reese Bowers. Welcome to Built from the Bottom. Yo.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm about to start filming and working on this VSTAR 650.
That thing. Yeah, man, I've been thinking about that thing. I've been having some bad dreams, and it's just really not, it's not sitting with me well, That thing's kind of just a piece of junk, man. Like, I don't even know where to get started, you know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know why you keep on chirping me saying this thing's a piece of junk. You've seen I've built some pretty nice things.
I know, but that's like putting lipstick on a pig, man. That thing's a piece of junk.
Dude, well sometimes, pigs aren't so bad. And if they got a little...
you gotta see what you're starting with at the end of the day.
Dude,
That thing's junk.
well, it's already here. I got the white wall tires for it, which I guess is like, a part of the value, and it's gonna get built. Quit putting me down. Quit putting me down about this build, man.
I don't think we're gonna be on the same page about this, man.
Alright, dude, well, I don't think we're on the same page. Welcome back to Built from the Bottom. You just heard that phone call, and I'll get a bunch of hate for buying this bobber and trying to build it out, but I really think this bobber is gonna turn out really sick, guys. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm gonna put the backup on some jack stands, and I'm gonna pull the rear rim off of it, and then lift the front up and see if this wheel right here fits the axle shaft that's inside these forks, because I found a set that is gonna be able to work for this, and then I found a rotor, and then I just need to order a caliper for the front, figure out how I'm gonna mount up the light on it. So our first step, I guess, is get this thing lifted up off the ground and start working on it. I know this thing looks like a piece of junk right now, but I'm telling you, this thing is gonna end up being like a beautiful bobber build with the pearl white on it and the gloss black, and then these white wall tires, and I don't know exactly what color I'm gonna go with for these wheels. So if you get down in the comments, let me know, like with a pearl white and maybe a red leather seat, if I should do these red too, or if I should do them a different color like black with the white wall tires. So go down there in the comment section, let me know what you think I should do with that. But let's get these wheels off real quick. So I got this right here on on these jack stands. There's really no way to put it on here. Maybe I could use that, but I don't know. It didn't have the rear shock in it. I had to put this rear shock in. So now it's like sitting here pretty nice. I want to be able to save this front wheel right here and tire because they match, and then it'll save me some money. And what I'm going to do real quick is I found a whole new front end fork set on eBay, but the cheaper one doesn't come with the axle shaft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if this axle shaft works for that wheel, and then I'll go ahead and order the front end without the axle shaft, because I'll just reuse this one right here, and then I have to buy a caliper for that, and then a rotor too, because this is dual. And then I saw this thing right here. Comment if you know what this is. This is a little wire. Like it's like a emergency brake wire, it seems like, or like a greasing point that hooks all the way right up into there. So I guess when I take this off, I'll figure out what exactly that is. We got a little bit of a problem. So, I bought this bike that it has everything you need, bro, to put it together. And I take this wheel off, and this is the axle shaft that goes inside of this wheel. And then this is this wheel right here. Different size axle shaft. And what I'm also gonna need is the spacer right here, because that's not the right size spacer. And then I figured out what this is right here. This is actually so this bike's an 04, and I feel like this is really old technology. So this thing right here spins. It like hooks onto that part of the wheel that like stays stationary. So you guys can see that. Stays stationary, and then it like twists that wire to this piece right here that's square, and then it goes into the back of this gauge right there. I don't want to touch this, but right there in the middle, and then it logs the miles on that odometer. So I guess this is kind of like, you know, when you like see in the videos how cars, like if you drive it backwards, it'll roll back the miles. I guarantee you, if you roll this bike backwards, the miles go backwards. That's that. I know now that I need to order a different axle shaft with the spacer on it. So put that on the list. I need the whole new fork thing with the triple tree at the top. And then I'm also going to get the rockers, because this is the condition the rockers that I have are in. And I really want this bike to be completely mint. So order those. Let's take off that rear tire real quick. All right, rear wheel is off. And you can see, hopefully we are able to use this wheel. So I'm not gonna do anything painting wise until the front end for this comes in, and I know that this wheel is gonna work, because I don't wanna paint it and it not end up working. So we're gonna put these to the side right now, and what I'm gonna do is pull this cover off and seal it up. And then also remove this front fork section, because we are not gonna be using that anymore. Okay guys, so I just got those front forks off. That was cake. That was just like two little pieces of hardware that were on the top. Then you pull the bearings out, really nothing to it. And then I pulled off this clutch cover right here. And the kid I bought it from, he's like, oh no bro, like they were held in with former gasket. And then I go pull this off, like I went and bought, where is it? I went and bought this right here. Some of like the good former gasket for the oil pans and stuff. And then I pull this off, and like there's clearly a gasket that was on this at one point. So I'm not going to use former gasket on, because this is way too complex. Like it has all this little like groove around where the oil filter goes, and that definitely needs to be sealed up. So I'm going to have to scrape all this off and wait for wait for a gasket to come in the mail. You know, another thing I was unaware of. And then so I just priced out some more parts for this. Oh, had to put those there to make it kind of look cooler. So I priced out the part for this right here, and because he lost the little holes or the little pieces that go in here when he painted this. Don't know how you lose this, but he did. And you can't buy just those pieces. You have to buy the whole cover, and that's like $100. And on a bike like this, you know, things like that really start adding up, because I just have a bunch of, like, I haven't even started building it where like expenses start coming in. This is just pulling it apart. So guys, that's really it for right now. I got a whole bunch of stuff I ordered off of eBay that I gotta wait for it to come in, and then I got to test to see if other parts fit. And then I also dropped off the tank and a couple other pieces at the paint guys for that to get painted. So next upload, we should have that stuff and then the parts in, and we'll start putting it together. And hopefully this can get done as quick as possible. Okay, just wait. Before I end this video, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update. I still got the Ducati 1098s in here. You know, it's all pretty underneath this cover. And I think I found out where it's leaking oil from. And I'm just waiting on the fairings to get done from the paint shop. I got a new battery for it right there, and then some other stuff. And then also out here, you know, it's February right now, and the weather is getting a little bit warmer. So I don't want you guys to think I forgot about these jet skis, but you know, this jet ski I think is ready to go, like on the water. And then I'm gonna pull apart my Sea-Doo Spark and figure out what's going on with that later next month. That's it for right now. I will be getting out this video later this week about the Ducati 1098, so stay tuned for that. Peace out.